Okay. Either way, I would like for both of us to sit down and come up with a concrete plan for teaching our children the Bible
This is where you lose me
during
at.
the week and Shabbat. But
Come up with a concrete plan. What is that? Because it sounds like when you say concrete, you mean a detailed plan. Because what is a concrete plan opposed to a plan that's not concrete?
like a plan that's not concrete, read the Bible every day. That's a plan, but it's not detailed. It's just okay. What we gonna read? How much we gonna read? Like
Well, if I'm giving you the autonomy to decide, it don't matter. Just
no,
read it
it's
every
not
day.
autonomy. It's lack of direction.
It's not a lack of direction. It's a Bible. They got words in it. Read it every day. I'm giving you as an adult. I'm trusting you to have enough.
You're giving me the responsibility.
You already have the response. I'm not giving you. Already have it. Who's the teacher?
Okay, but in
Our,
my
our children.
mind,
Hold on, our children are homeschooled, right?
yes,
Who's the teacher?
I'm the teacher.
Who's responsible for teaching them?
I'm responsible for teaching them.
Okay, so I'm not giving you the responsibility. You already have
However,
it.
no, in my mind, you are the spiritual leader of our household. You should be responsible for all of our spiritual growth and
Yes,
development.
and I'm delegating responsibility. That's part of the leadership.
You're dumping
delegation.
responsibility on me.
I'm not dumping
Yes, you
responsibility.
are.
What responsibility have I dumped on you?
Teaching our children about the Bible.
When I dumped it on you?
You just said you delegated the responsibility and autonomy to me to teach our children.
No,
The Bible.
No. You came up with an example. You said, okay, if you tell me, make sure our children read the Bible every day. Okay, and you said that's not a concrete plan. That's not me, because that didn't happen. So let's not take a made-up scenario and say I did that and I dumped that responsibility on you. That was an example you came up with. You said, okay, let's just use the example, read the Bible, and I'm saying, okay, that's a plan. What's wrong with that? If that was what I said, that's not hard to implement. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all was already doing something similar to that anyway. You was going over Bible verses. And as an adult, as a parent, as a teacher, if I say, because I'm a teacher, I go to a school and I teach.
Yes.
Okay, and they say, hey, this is what I need you to cover for this year. I need to make sure they know this. They don't tell me step by step how, what. No, you're the teacher, you're the professional. You do that. Just make sure that gets done.
Okay, but then you're not giving me a framework. Just make sure our children know the Bible.
No, so now you changed it from read the Bible every day.
Okay, the principal gives the teacher a frame. By your analogy, okay, the principal or administration gives the teacher, students need to know X, Y, and Z.
So okay, I teach theater arts. Wait, I teach theater arts, right? And they come to me and say, hey, listen, make sure that they're reading or they're doing they're learning theater arts vocabulary every day. Blank.
Okay.
So now it's on me to make sure they're learning theater arts vocabulary every day. They didn't say if it had to be different vocabulary. They didn't say how much vocabulary. They didn't say what vocabulary. That's on me.
Okay.
But as long as when they come to me and say, hey, can you show me the vocabulary they've been learning every day? Okay, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And if they say, well, you didn't do this, hey, all you told me was this. That's on me. So if I tell you, hey, make sure my children read the Bible every day, and you give them one Bible verse, and you tell them to read the same Bible verse every day, and then 2 months, a month, a week, 2 weeks, and I come and say, okay, babe, what's up with the thing? Well, yeah, they've been reading it every day. Well, wow, well, this is all you said. That's on me. But it's not complicated if I say, hey, make sure, and this is, once again, this is your example. It's not saying what this will happen. But if I tell you, have the children read the Bible every day, it's nothing lacking in those instructions. I'm trusting you to use your discernment, your wisdom, your understanding to have them read the Bible every day. If it's one Bible verse every day, that's what they're doing because that's all I gave you. If you choose to give them a different Bible verse, you tell them to read one chapter every day, and I come to baby, that's way too much. Well, look, baby, you told me this, and that's what I felt like was what I'm giving you the autonomy to do something. You saying, well, I'm just dumping it on you. You're already the teacher, and you asking for a blueprint. You asking for some guidance, some direction, some structure. And I'm saying, okay, at this age, just have them read something every day. And you saying, well, that's not enough. That's a lack of direction. That's a lack of instruction. That's a lack of whatever.
But you didn't even tell me I have them read something every day.
No, that's a scenario you made up.
Okay, well, tell me something. That's what I'm just saying. Give me something.
I did. Why are we going through this again?
You gave me a few worksheets.
No, I didn't give you.
That's
That's
all
a,
I got. I'm sorry.
see, okay,
That's all I
okay.
got.
It's all you got. That's one
Okay,
thing.
I mean, write your name and date on the paper every day.
That's what I gave them.
Color inside the lines.
I didn't give you
Like,
that. I
what
gave them
else?
that.
Okay, so
But
what did you give
I
me?
gave you the sources. I gave
You saved the links?
yes.
Right.
Yes, on your computer, not mine.
Okay, so you want me to go to those websites and continue to find material for them every day? I don't understand. Give me a website. Okay, what to do with this? Like, I'm serious.
Now, you see my face, right? Because now,
Okay. So then that's why I just feel like we can't work
no,
together.
no, because
you're not taking me serious.
no, I am taking you serious, but I feel like you're too intelligent to play this role of I don't know what to do. Can you tell me what to do and how to think? And you know what you mean? You teach them every day. Like you had a
Yes.
you
And
hold on.
curriculums, it takes time
Okay,
to develop
when
a
you were doing
curriculum to
okay,
choose. Okay. And okay, basically, I feel like this is your area of responsibility. I just feel like I'm not saying you don't care, but you're not invested in how our children learn about the Bible, what they learn about the Bible. Is you just like, just do it. Like, the fact that you're not, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I wish you would care more. That's all I
but
can say.
I do care more.
But if you cared, then you would put in time and energy to be concerned about. I mean, like you said, you just okay. I don't know.
No, I mean I agree with you. That's why I took the initiative to do what I did to find resources to start printing
I
out
can
sheets.
do that, baby. I
But
can.
you didn't. I did.
Okay.
Because why? Because you said I like you just said I need to put in more effort, more thought. So what? I mean, you want me to do something you can't do? What are you saying? When you say I can do that, what does that mean? You want me to find something you can't do and do that with them? What is that? What are you saying? I can do that. I can do. What does that mean? That mean I shouldn't do it? I'm trying to understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you just said you want me to put in more, I guess, more effort, more consideration, take more initiative to you know what I'm saying, to be involved in their learning of the scriptures. Okay,
Like
I
I
just
can
did that.
Google children's Bible lessons and find some websites. That's what you did. That's what you gave me.
Okay, it's
Okay,
a start.
but
Hold on, it's a starting point, right? So
it's a
what?
starting point. But okay, but thinking like, okay, do we want to go through the Bible chronologically with our children and then just repeat
No,
from
but
beginning to end and then repeat
I
it?
want to start, which was what I've always started, the Ten Commandments. I just said I want that to be the foundation.
Okay.
So, because when I tell you this stuff, it's like because it's not the plan you have or something, it don't compute. You just I want to start with the Ten Commandments. I want them to know the Ten Commandments. I want that to be the basis,
Okay.
and then from the Ten Commandments we'll go from there. Right now, let's just do the Ten Commandments. Let's
Okay.
learn that, and then
Okay.
after we get that done, then we can progress to the next step, because it's gonna be different for Micah than it is for Aiden than it is for Savannah.
Okay. Well, okay. All right.
I mean, and I'm sure, and I am recording this. I'm sure I said this earlier in the conversation about the Ten Commandments being the foundation, the basis.
Okay.
So when I told Micah just now, hey, go learn the Ten Commandments, then you do, that wasn't an arbitrary statement. I just didn't pull it out of thin air. I've been on this.
Okay.
And so without me finding the sources, the websites, printing out the worksheets, doing it, this is me doing exactly what you said you wish I do more of. Be more involved, care more. That's exactly what
Okay.
I'm doing. Because
It's start. Yes.
you got to
Thank
start
you.
somewhere, right?
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying? Because you're the teacher, so I'm trusting you to do certain things. Y'all was doing well. You had the Bible verses. You had the
So,
things.
okay,
So
so this is what we were doing. Like we
right,
were doing a verse of the week.
right,
So every week we do one verse and we
mhm,
memorize it.
right.
That was it. We just read it at breakfast. And
That's not. I mean, we talking about a 4-year-old, with at the time a 6-year-old, and at the time 8-year-old. Now we got 9, 7, and 4. You know, soon
okay.
to be 5. So
And then we
that's not a
have
bad start.
I have this preschool devotional. So you read a little story.
Right.
It has a
I mean,
little scene
I
to
feel
it,
like you
and
were
then it has
doing.
a scripture to go with the story, and then a little prayer at the end that we
Yeah.
repeat.
And I feel like you were doing a good job
Uh,
with that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes. I mean, once I had the baby, then things
Right.
got
Which is
out of whack.
understandable, right?
But I mean, like I guess I just want to consult with you. Like, do you feel like that's enough? I feel like it's
Well,
good.
but I'm getting involved now. That's what I
Yes,
mean.
you are.
But this is.
And
I
I
feel
mean, and
like
these are
you're
discussions.
overcritical of my efforts. When I get involved, then you're like, well, what all you did was this. I could do that myself. Well, what you want me to do?
I guess I just
I'm getting involved. Am I not? You know what I'm saying? I'm not
yes.
getting involved the way you want me to. I'm not doing
Okay,
it
but
with.
I guess this is my expectation. My
Oh, okay.
expectation is that you did that, and then the next couple months is not gonna be nothing.
Okay, well don't
And then
crucify
you're
me for
gonna
something I
pop
haven't
up
done
another
yet.
couple months, and then learn the Ten Commandments, and then
Okay,
radio silence for another couple
but
months,
if I do that, then you
and
have a
then
legitimate gripe.
learn
But
the
I
Ten
haven't done
Commandments.
that. That's not what you know what I'm saying. You're projecting what you think is gonna happen, and you're dealing with me
That's my
based on that,
experience.
huh?
That's my experience.
What's the experience?
You pop up every now and then, teaching them something about the Bible, but it's not consistent. It's just every now and then.
Yes, because you're the teacher, not me.
So then, once again,
You're the day-to-day, but that's what you're homeschooled. That's what you mean. It's not like I'm dumping it
no,
on
no,
you
baby.
because
Listen, if
my
our
principles.
children were in school, we're definitely not entrusting the school to teach them about the Bible. So homeschool has nothing to do with.
Has everything to do with. Because that's
No,
part of the reason why we homeschool is because we want to teach them things we want them to know.
no. But if our children were in school, we still have to teach them about the Bible. And if I'm just hypothetical. If I'm a working parent, you're a working parent. One of us got to teach them about the Bible. It ain't
Yeah.
got necessarily got to be me.
Great. True.
It can be
Agree.
you. And
Yes.
right now, even though I'm the homeschool parent, I teach them reading, writing, arithmetic. That don't mean I have to teach them the Bible
It doesn't
because I
mean
teach them other things.
it doesn't mean you have to, but it doesn't mean that, right? But because you're the primary teacher, you should be teaching them the scriptures, right? Now, through and that's part of the reason why I did my best to put you in a position where you didn't have to work, so that you could homeschool, so that we could teach them Bible scriptures throughout the week, throughout the day, so they can be the foundation can be the Word of God and not whatever the school curriculum is or whatever these teachers are teaching. That's part of the reason why I praise the Most High. We're in this position to do that. That's the advantage of homeschool, that you can include Bible curriculum and teach them these things. We've had discussions about the Bible curriculum, using the Bible to teach history and different things. So everything we do is centered around the Bible and them learning that.
Can I move this?
Yeah, you can move.
Okay.
Yeah. So you say, I mean, you're saying, well, you shouldn't have to be the person that teaches them the Bible, and you don't have to be, but you are the primary teacher. Why would you not be teaching them the Bible?
I don't know. I guess I view this as ultimately your responsibility.
Everything is my responsibility, and I'm not saying that to be. I'm not saying, but it is. Everything is ultimately my responsibility,
Okay.
and part of my responsibility was choosing a wife that could rear my children up in the way that I see fit.
Okay.
I'm I'm serious.
Okay.
That's part of my responsibility. So now I'm trusting you to do that. And if you need help, fine. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and you're 100% correct when you say I need to be more involved, and I see that. So that's what I'm doing. And then
Okay.
you're expecting me to not do it, which is I hate that I've created that expectation. That's on me. That's my fault. But I'm saying going forward, rather than waiting on me to not do it or waiting on me to be unsuccessful in this attempt, support what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you think I even called you in here to show you what I came up with? I could have just went to my sons myself and did it, but I'm trying to include you. Like you said, you want to consult, you want to do. I'm trying to include you in my ideas, my thoughts, and then I'm demonstrating how I feel like it should be done. Like, this is what I'm doing, because I'm not gonna be here in the week. Because I did that last week, knowing I was gonna start work this week. So I wanted to get that going before I went to work.
Okay.
What that face mean?
Get what going? 5 worksheets. Like,
Why
what did you get going?
Why you keep relegated to that?
Because that's all it was.
So the sources I gave you, trash, nothing, don't mean nothing.
Okay. Well,
Because all I did was print. Because now look,
you
saying
showed them to me, but you did not express that you want me to pull lessons from these websites on a daily basis, weekly basis. I don't even know. What do you want me to do?
use these as sources to teach the Bible.
If I can get my own sources.
But you don't.
Okay.
I mean, you can, but you don't. Why? Why
But
you
then
said?
it's
Because you
like,
said you feel like I should be more involved in that, right?
even I also like I don't want it to be arbitrary. Like I don't want to be doing some random activities.
It's not random activities. It's all based on the 10 Commandments.
Okay.
It's not random. I showed you what it was. It wasn't random activity. I got the family games based on around the 10 Commandments. I got the 10 Commandments flashcards. I got the worksheets everything is about the 10. It's not just random things.
Okay.
It's 10 Commandments based because I want that to be their foundation. I don't know how many times, how many different ways I got to say that. And you just keep relegating and diminishing what I did. You just gave me some random worksheets. It wasn't random worksheets. And I showed you the worksheets. And then you keep saying, well, 5 worksheets. But when I printed them out, you complained about that. Oh, you gonna use all the ink printing out these worksheets.
I didn't say ink. I said paper.
Okay, I'm gonna use all the paper. So you complain about me printing out the paper. Then you say all I did was print out 5 worksheets. I can't win.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So I mean, what I'm supposed to do? What would be ideal for you? Let's communicate. What would be ideal? Ideal. What would be the ideal approach and level of involvement? What would be appeasing to you? We can't hear you.
Okay, so you've given me a theme, 10 Commandments. Okay. So I don't know why, but I guess I didn't really get that until now.
We know why. We know why. Don't make me say it, because we know why. She don't listen to me.
Okay. So are these things you want us to do? You want us to do these throughout the week? I don't know. I guess just.
Well, okay. So I think.
I don't know.
Well, let me.
I just need some direction.
Okay. So let me. All right. No, it's fine. That's fair. So with Micah, I think it needs to be more repetitive throughout the week. He's older. He needs, more involvement, more time in it. I don't want to put the same level of effort and time as with Aiden.
Yeah.
2 different grade levels, right? So Aiden, it could be on the Shabbats, right? Maybe Friday night, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? He can do these things, and then we can talk about it in the day, right? And then throughout the week, you do your regular scripture stuff. Well, Savannah,
so that's my other question. Like, is this in addition to?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like I told Mike. I gave him a quiz that had, I think, 10 questions or something. I said, you got a week to do it. And I told him, listen, in order for you to meet this deadline, you're going to have to do X amount of questions every day. All right, you can do 2 a day, and then on the last day, you can do the rest of them, or you can do 3 or 4 a day, just as long as you got a week to get it done. Right, do it. But at least, I need to do at least 2 questions every day. Right? And then, and I mean, honestly, I don't mind coming home every week, every Thursday, and you know what I'm saying, and figuring out what he's going to do for the next week. That's why I went ahead and printed out X amount of sheets so that I give myself time to find the next things for him to do. And I don't mind following up with him, sitting down with him, because I don't know if you know about this, but we got something we're going to start doing with what I'm going to start doing with Micah and maybe Aiden and hopefully other children, brothers and sisters. But I got a segment I want to call these little ones. And basically where I'm going to sit, Micah, where you're sitting, and we're going to have a conversation and talk about biblical things from the mindset of a 9-year-old. So, and like I told him, there's a couple of reasons why I want to do that. One is to, be more involved in the teaching and imparting, sharing wisdom and understanding I have with him. 2, because it allows me to spend time with him and share my passion. So it's something I like doing, and I want to instill and pour these things into him. So it's a 2 for 1 in that area. And then thirdly, I feel like, him asking questions, and me being able to explain things to a child, everybody can learn from that, and other children can learn from it. So, that's something else I want to put into place. Like I said, because remember I told you before, I got my 7-year theory, and right, Mike is in 9-2 of his second 7 years, which as he progresses, this is when I feel like this is my time to start teaching him how to be a man, right? And then I think every 7 years it's like another stage in a person's life. This is my theory. I don't. People be like, "Well, you get." It's my theory. All right. This is
in classical education. They have a similar theory.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's like 3 stages of development and learning.
Yeah.
But
So, I think 1 to 7. I think those are critical years from the mother. I think it's critical years. Now he's transitioning from you to me. And then 8 and 7. So over the next couple of years he's going to be transitioning from you to me. And like my mom always talk about how harsh I am and how hard I am, and I tell my mom, listen, I'm not raising boys, I'm raising men. And at 9, at 7, yeah, I might be intimidating to them, it might be scary to them, but by the time they 14, 15, 16, it's not going to be the same. They'll be a lot more mature. They'll be able to understand and handle a man talking to them like a man. Too many people are sensitive, man. I thank the Father because I was raised by all women, but playing sports, being around manly men, rough men, it makes you be able to deal with somebody being straight up with you, being direct with you, being abrasive, but not getting to your feelings about it.
Gotcha.
Not reacting to your feelings. So, 9-year-old, his feelings might get hurt when I talk to him a certain kind of way. But when he's 14, 15, he'll be used to it, he'll understand it, and he'll be able to express himself and be able to take criticism, construction, even no matter how it's given. Because I think that's a problem. Too many people reject sound information, sound guidance, sound teaching because they don't like the way it was delivered. You know what I'm saying? And as a woman, I don't expect women to get that. Women are wired different. That's not her role. My mom, I love her to death, and I know she means well and everything, but at the end of the day, she's never been a father. It's impossible. She can't be a father. She can't raise a man. You know what I mean? You raise a boy, and then at some point, a man has to raise a man. No more than I can teach a girl how to be a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my thing. So, like I said, with him being 9 and everything, I understand that it's my time to step in and start to be a much greater influence.